Put your hands up if you're a fan of ribs, because we're making 3 racks 3 different ways. And we're using the pit barrel cooker, AKA the PVC, AKA this is not sponsored. In the least, not one iota, it's just something we dig. I use other pieces of gear, not sponsored. This one, same, nothing, nada, zero, zilch. Anybody got any other things that go along with zero, zilch?
Zip.
Zip, that's it. What we like about it is it's a small footprint, 18 and a half, zilch, 18 and a half inch drum that you cook in. And the thing that got me interested is that you hang the racks in it. The briquettes are at the bottom. So how is it that the bottom of the ribs don't cook more than the ones at the top? Well, they don't. It's aerodynamics. No, it's probably not that. What would it be? It's physics.
A feat of engineering.
It's a feat of engineering is what it is. All the ribs start the same way for their prep. We'll make 3 sauces to finish them. We're gonna make a white Alabama version. Not had white barbecue sauce? You're gonna like it. Mayo, garlic, super delicious. A North or South Carolina mustard-based sauce. Don't know if it's North or South. I do believe it's crossed the state lines now, and both of the Carolinas use it. And for Max, because he's my oldest, I said I would do a Nashville hot version for the young lad.
Hell yeah.
Happy?
Hell yeah.
Does that mean you're going to talk more today? That'll be a little more time? Okay,
I'm
good.
Talk so much.
Chancey, how are you?
I'm so good.
Excellent.
I'm really good too.
Well, good. Sorry. How are you, Max?
Hey, you just want me to talk a lot.
No,
so I'm
you
talking
good.
a lot.
Okay, good. He's also sitting down. He's one lazy motherfucker. And we begin by preparing them all the exact same way. We're using pork loin back ribs, AKA baby back ribs, and they're beautiful. But they're also a little wet after having come out of their package, and I don't want wet. So paper towel will help me dry these guys all off quickly. Thank you. Turn them over, and we'll get the back side. So I would normally take the membrane off, but these came from Costco, and honestly, I believe it's already happened. I can't seem to get anything when I do that. I might just take a little bit of this extra fat here, because I don't know if I need all of this. Why is the dog barking next door, Max? I thought you were going to be talkative today. I just asked you a direct question.
That's kind of a rhetorical question.
Why is the dog barking?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I mean, come on. This is not competition rib making for us. If there's fat, a little bit, I'm okay. They're all dry-ish now. So here's what we're gonna do. Everybody's gonna get a little yellow mustard, and this is gonna help to make our seasoning stick. We're gonna do this both sides. And no, it's not gonna taste like mustard after. Well, the mustard ribs are gonna taste like mustard after, but these guys are not. They're just gonna help all of this seasoning hang in. Here's what we're using. We're using the garlic powder, kosher salt, and black pepper combo that we've been making and using, and we'll season like this. You can put a reasonable amount on. They're just gonna really help flavor these kids up. Of course, so will the sauce, but at this point, you're gonna be very happy just doing this. And by the way, just make a bunch of this, keep it at your counter side, and it's always there when you need to cook something. All right, we flip, and we do the same thing. You okay with me using my hands here, Max?
I am.
Finish seasoning. Beautiful, huh? Wow. All right, now we get to hook them. So because they hang inside the barrel themselves, we need something to keep them secure, and this is the hooks that they come with. Watch how this works. It's very simple. So you come down here, we're gonna come down a couple ribs, 2, and then we're gonna go right in here, we'll poke in, comes, and it's gonna hang like that. So just repeat. Perfect. The first time I did this, I only went down 1 bone before I put the hook in. Checked them after about 3¼ hours. They were gorgeous. I said, all right, I'm gonna give them 15 more minutes, then I'm gonna put some sauce on them. Came back 15 minutes later. They had gotten so tender that the rib had separated and the ribs fell on top of the briquettes. And it was It was like it had gotten within 3 feet of the sun. Completely black. Inside was gorgeous rib, but outside was not so. So go down a couple. I put the heavier end on top with the hook, and down, and then. So let's get the smoker set up so we can get these guys on, because who wants ribs?
Yeah.
That's why we have to do this. Okay, so setting up the pit barrel is very easy. This goes into the bottom. You can see I filled it up with briquettes. Here's their system. You take a quarter of the briquettes that you put in, and you put them in this little chimney right here. Well, just rough guess what a quarter looks like. And to me, I've done this before, I know it looks about that. Spread the other guys out, try and make it even. Then you grab this, you drop this down to the bottom of the barrel. In we go. Perfect. I'm now gonna take this rack, set it in here, and bring over my chimney, but I've got some paper here that I'm gonna put underneath this, like you would any chimney. And then I take a torch and I light. And it starts just like it's supposed to. And now in maybe 15 minutes, we'll be ready to drop these down onto the other briquettes, and we cook. Okay, so here's how this works. When the bottom of this top 2 layers of briquettes are starting to turn white, for me, it's ready. So I'm gonna take this and just knock off that paper dust. And now I take my little chimney and I dump it right on top of the other charcoals that are in there. Beautiful. Now, if you want to organize them a bit, I'm using one of the hanging rods. Perfect. Okay, now's the fun part. You've got these 2 hanging rods that you put in here and in here. And then we take our ribs that look like this, and we go, and we drop. And we go, and we drop. And the last one, just like you'd imagine, comes in, and we drop. The lid, I'll put like this. I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes to start to build a little bit more heat, and then we'll close it up, and it will live right around 300 degrees for me till we come back. We start with the white barbecue sauce first, and it begins with mayonnaise in about 3/4 cup. And that will look like that, I think. No, not even close. There we go. Next up, a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 2 couple tablespoons of prepared horseradish, like that. A tiny bit more. Beautiful. A couple cloves of garlic, squooshed in. Lovely. Juice of half a lemon. So elegant, wasn't it? About a teaspoon of sugar, kosher salt and pepper. Somebody's saying we mix.
And we mix.
Excellent. We do. So no cooking on this one. And for those that are squeamish about all the mayo, cut it out. You won't even know it's there. It's just gonna make it extra delicious. Perfect, right? There's one. Let's head to the Carolinas. And this one begins with mustard. This is the yellow guy. And then we're gonna add in honey. Oh, gorgeous. Little brown sugar. Yes, bunch of sweetness to counteract all the tartness from the mustard. Couple tablespoons of chili sauce. Fantastic. A little bit of soy. Garlic powder. A little salt and pepper. And we mix. And now, because this has the brown sugar in it, we're gonna put this in a little pot, like this. This kid will sit on the stove, simmer a little bit. And while that's happening, we'll make our Nashville hot sauce. And the Nashville hot begins with cayenne. Oh yeah, about 1/4 cup, which looks about like that to me. Beautiful. Next, couple tablespoons of brown sugar. 1. And yes, it's hot, but yes, the sweet makes the hot better, so just do it. About a tablespoon each of garlic powder, chipotle chili powder, smoked paprika, some red pepper flakes. Thank you, Omaze, for sponsoring today's video. Oh, and you guys remember, home.omaze.com/Sam. That's gonna be important to you. Who wants to enter for a chance to win a Florida dream house or $1 million cash? Of course, you're going to go $1 million cash, but wait till you see the dream house because you might change your mind. I mean, just have a look. It's a ridiculously gorgeous 6-bedroom, 5-bath dream house in Florida. It's got a tremendously equipped chef's kitchen, a cozy master bedroom, a zen-like master bath, private backyard with a resort-style pool, a wine room, spacious open dining room with a ton of natural light. And if you don't want that, and who wouldn't, you could take $1 million cash instead. And how is this possible? This is possible because of an amazing organization called Omaze. Through their partnership with CAF America, donations will go to help build out a state-of-the-art epilepsy monitoring unit at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for children. The hospital is part of the Children's Miracle Network, and they have always done tremendously fantastic things. I mean, think about it. What would you do with the house? Party at the house in Florida? Or what would you do with the $1 million? Simply by donating $10, you are entered for the chance to win your pick of either of those. So use my link in the description below, home.omaze.com/Sam. It's very simple. And you could end up living in the lap of Florida luxury or with your pocket filled out with $1 million. Okay, so again, go to home.omaze.com/Sam. That's home.omaze.com/Sam. Thank you, Omaze, for sponsoring today's video. So normally at this point, we would be adding hot oil to this, and then say for the chicken comes out of the fryer, gets basted with this. But I can't take the ribs and just baste them with oil that's got this stuff in it, because they're gonna go back into the smoker and they'll just burn up. It'll be the worst thing ever. So I have this idea. I'm gonna use some barbecue sauce. My friend Sean from Kelly Comfort has jalapeno, so we're continuing to add to the heat. I'm gonna mix this in here, maybe a little water, get it to a beautiful consistency. Then it will be ready for the slathering and the caramelizing and the gorgeousing of this one particular rack of ribs. So come back. In we go. I think I need like a decent amount, because if I don't, I just think it's gonna be just like mortar. Oh, it might not be bad. Yeah, look at that. So let's thin it a little bit with some water. And we mix carefully, because if I slam my spoon against the side, I'm getting this all up in my face. And I can tell you, this is hot. That is super HOT. But it's gonna be amazing on this. Let's just give it a little hint of apple cider vinegar for a little more liquid, but some of that tang that is oh so common in a barbecue sauce. Okay, I think we got it here. Wow. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? Do you see the flecks in there?
Yeah.
Holy yes. Beautiful. I just tasted it. It might need a little honey or something. I'll put it on sparingly, but holy yes. This is one spicy meatball. Anybody know that expression? It's a commercial.
I do know it. I don't know what it's from.
It's a commercial from way before both of your times. All right, so 3 sauces done. Ribs beautifully in the pit barrel, smoking away. Now there's this little time to kill. So when you see us next, we'll check them about the halfway point, and then about the 3-ish hour point, they get sauced, they get back in, they come out, we eat, and then we all go home. Happy, full, top button of our pants undone. Like Thanksgiving, you know, except in our cars, and we haven't had turkey, so not like Thanksgiving at all, I suppose. All right, so look, it's been about an hour and a half. Let's check them out and see how we're doing. Clear for smoke. Oh, what? Look down in here. Look down in here. There's the rib payoff, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons you do ribs. And while we're here, let's grab one. Here's how it works. You take this little thing with the hook on the end, you get your buddy, then you bring them up and you go, oh, holy snap. Is that gorgeous or what? So it's an hour and a half. Beautiful. But I'm going to put them back because as the lid is off, this thing's just starting to charge up with heat and it'll get way too hot. I want it to stay right around the 300 mark. And ladies and gentlemen, that is crazy. Wait till you see the gorgeousness happening here. Okay, these guys are now in jeopardy of becoming too tender, and we know what happened the last time I did that. Look at this. Do you see this part? That's called the pullback. That's how you know These things are right there knocking on the door ready.
Oh, I'm getting.
Okay, so we're going to put these guys down. Let me get the other two out. Supremely beautiful. And I'm putting them face down because the important part for sauce is the other side, and well, you'll see in a second. Okay, and these guys also. All right, lid goes back on because I don't want it to get too hot. Finish what's in there. Now we sauce them. So here's what's interesting. That's hot. Look at, you don't have to cook to temp, but you want them tender. And so if you take your thermometer, I mean, look at in between, it just goes in like butter, 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 butter. If I gave you an actual temperature, I'm right at like a couple hundred degrees right now, 202. So they're not gonna need much time in there, but we do gotta get them sauced and get them back in. So first up, Alabama white. Yeehaw. On we go. Look at this. A nice layer, nice layer. So beautiful coverage. Oh, honey, I just can't, I mean, honestly. I know it looks a bit creepy going on like this, like you're just piling on a shit ton of mayo. That's not true. It's not a shit ton. We'll turn them over gently. Just don't want to lose these at all. They're starting to become so dang tender. And then the extra white sauce you've got, you'll serve on the side for dipping. For those of your guests that want to dip. And by the way, now that you've made this sauce, it can go on almost anything. A burger with this would be quite delicious, I must say. Okay, next up, Carolinas. And on we go. Clearly, the mustard is not quite as obvious going on. But it'll be obvious when you taste it, boy.
The smell as the sauce hits the hot ribs.
Isn't it amazing how that works? And these guys will flip over. Carefully, carefully, carefully. They're so gorgeous, I can't believe it. Ribs are one of those things that the payoff is just huge. You know? You put something in that's pink and fleshy and gross, and it comes out like this.
Now that you described it that way, yes, it is.
Sorry,
gross.
sorry. Glistening, a little sticky. Oh man. Okay. Last but not least, our Nashville hot. And on. Okay. Okay. I smell you. You're coming up to my nostrils right this second, and you're saying to me, Sam, we're gonna have a little kick to us, and I'm okay with that. I mean, that's the whole intention. Oh, snap. All right, when you're all sauced up, back you go, and onto the smoker. And on we go. Nashville hot, over here. Carolina, over here. And our buddy from Alabama goes right there. You put the lid on, and you wait 15, 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, boom, check out this. So these guys are all gorgeous and absolutely ready. We'll take them out one by one. Look at these ones. First, the white Alabama. Oh, Lord. Look at that. See the bend in here? That's a very good thing. A very good thing. All right, let's get the Carolinas. Come on, fellas. Oh, snap. I mean, I'm not kidding, man. These are some of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen. And last but not least, Maxie's Nashville hot ribs. Wow. There's a lot of gorgeousness going on here, wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah.
Shall we? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out the spike. Oh boy. Of all three. Do you just see? Can you see the tenderness here?
Yes.
And let's put them right on here. Oh, we've done some good work here, fellas. Are those purdy or what? I mean, or what? Well, if you're done with your pretty pictures, my boy, I say it's time to eat some ribs. So this pullback, this is a thing that you want. Oh. And here's the other thing that you want. Let me show you. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a smoke ring. That's highly desirable. You can only get that when you're using a smoker of some kind. Holy snap. That beautiful pink. Look how tender. Oh gosh. Oh, and did I say hot? Because it's hot as. But this bite, the beautiful, perfect, gorgeous, Alabama style. You know what? One of the best ribs I've ever had. A little garlicky, no vinegar in there. It's not like you're eating the mayo. Oh, All right. I'm going to do this quickly because these boys are really ready. So right here, these guys. Look at this. Look at this meat. Holy goodness. This is the mustard one, right? God, it's so hot. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh, that is hot. Okay. A bite and outrageous, juicy, smoky, mustardy. But just as a background note, with all that mustard, you'd think this guy was, oh my God. All right, last but not least, Max's Nashville Hot Ones. Look at that bark. This beautiful bark on the outside, the beautiful smoke ring on the inside. Guys, this is some very, very nice work here. Oh, it's coming. Oh boy, is it there. Man, is it good though. Holy snap.
Do you have a favorite?
My favorite? Boom. The mustard guy. Actually, these two, they're almost tied for me. Look, I love the heat, and I know people will love this Nashville version, but it's hard for me to enjoy it when I'm going, but those are Max's. He requested them, he got them. It's not all request Friday because Chancey didn't get to put in a vote for anything, and Deb didn't get to put in a vote, but you got to do this. You've got to do this. All the recipes are below. Thanks for watching. You know you want to hit that notification bell if you haven't done it. It's not like we're going to be annoying you any more than 3 times a week. And is it annoying if you get an email that says, this is now available for you to watch and to make and enjoy? Why are we here? We're here to make your food life better. Our food life is already good. We want yours to be better. Don't make the same thing all the time. Bust out a bit. Holy shit. Make these.